Hello, my name is Dr. Kate Ringham. I'm the Programme Lead for the BSc Applied Accounting at Oxford Brookes Business School. This video is for those of you who might be thinking about submitting your RAP in May 2023, and it contains a few reminders about the process. So the submission process is accessed via the Oxford Brookes web pages. So you need to go to the Oxford Brookes web pages for ACCA students. And as you scroll down the page, you will see a section called the Research and Analysis Project Resources, and you need to click on the blue button that says Project Submissions. The submission process actually involves three aspects. The first bit is to register. So you need to register unless you have previously submitted using this system. So if you're resubmitting and you've used the system before, you don't need to register, you just need to bring forward your account. If you are, so if it's the first time you're submitting on the platform, then you need to register, then you upload your assignment and submit, and then you're taken to the payment page. You can find a step-by-step guide which has got screenshots in it on the Oxford Brookes web pages. When you are completing the registration form, please be careful when you enter the information about your ACCA number and your date of birth. We use those pieces of data to go and request your examination history from ACCA. And this is important because we need to check whether you're eligible and then calculate your degree classification if you are successful. So unless we have an accurate ACCA number and an accurate date of birth, we can't find that information out. So please double check you've entered the correct information. The other piece of information you add on registration is your address. So this is where Oxford Brookes will send your certificate if you pass. So again, please be accurate with your address. As I mentioned, the next stage, having registered, is to submit your work. So there are two steps in the submission process. One is described as uploading assignments. And once you've uploaded your assignments and actually dropped the files into the portal, there is a button at the bottom of the page for submitting your project for marking. So when you're thinking about submitting your assignments, think about the file names that you're going to use. You will only be allowed to upload files with alphanumeric file names. So special characters are not allowed. So the file name format we recommend is your ACCA number, and then the submission element. So for the research report, if your ACCA number is 12345667, then you could use 12345667RR as the file name. And then the same for Excel and the references. If you do not use those correct file names, you won't be able to upload that element of your work. In terms of the file types, then there's obviously Word files for the research report, the skills and learning statement, and the reference list, Excel for the spreadsheet, and PowerPoint for the presentation. The appendices can be PDFs, but please remember, do not upload annual reports into the appendices. You won't have enough file space to do that, and we don't need to see the annual reports. We expect to see a reference to the annual report in your research report and in your reference list. So just then, as you're uploading your assignments, so uploading your documents into the portal, please be very careful which version of your research report and your skills and learning statement you upload. Once you've uploaded those two documents, they go straight into the plagiarism software, Turnitin, and you are unable to change those documents. So you cannot change the research report or the skills and learning statement once you've uploaded it. For the other documents, you can change documents prior to the point at which you click Submit My Project. Please note that Oxford Brookes University staff will not change documents for you. It is your responsibility to make sure that you have identified the right documents and uploaded the right documents. So the research report and the skills and learning statement are uploaded directly into Turnitin. Now, as part of this process, the platform, the submission platform that you're uploading to, converts the files as part of that Turnitin program. And this does result in a change to the file names and the size of the files. And because of the volume of people submitting, it can actually take up to 24 hours for this process to happen. So you might see a file size of no megabytes for some time, but please do not worry about this. It will change after a period of time as the processing actually happens. Following the submission of your assignments, we then go on to collect some further information. So we collect the topic number and the organisation studied and the number of your registered mentor. And this is all information that we use later on in our marking and moderating processes. So you need to make sure you add the correct topic number, because some markers only mark particular topics. You need to state the organisation that you've studied, and you must include the number, not the name, of your registered mentor. After you've completed those bits of information, you will then move forward to the payment system. Now, we do recognise, and we've had conversation with students in particular countries where there might be currency restrictions and particular difficulties about payment. If you know that you're going to have difficulties with making a payment through the payment system, please contact ACCA at Brookes to ask for advice as to how to go about making that payment. It is possible to make a payment outside of the submission portal, and the team on ACCA at Brookes are best advised, are able to provide you advice about that. If you don't pay your submission fee at the point of submission, you must pay it by the end of August 2023. If you have not paid for the submission fee at the end of August 2023, then your results will not be released at the next examination, will not be released following the examination committee in September. They will be held until the following examination committee, which is March 2024. So whilst it's possible to delay the submission fee payment a little bit, you must pay by the end of August. And we have had in the past a couple of instances where people have used unauthorised cards. So we've had reports of fraudulent transactions from Barclaycard, who manage our payment system. And where this is the case, then obviously a student's mark will be withheld, but also we will report that student to the ACCA disciplinary team. We are here to help, so if you do have any questions as you're going through the submission process, please do contact us on acca@brookes.ac.uk, and I wish you the best of luck with the final preparations for your submission.